So that's another really big reason this is going back. I am returning the Studio Display XDR. I'm going to show you how to return it. So there are many reasons you may want to return your Studio Display XDR. Maybe it simply did not live up to your expectations. This is certainly not the reason why I am returning mine. This monitor is beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's great to use. I just don't love the glossy display. And I'm going to take advantage of Apple's return policy, just as I recommended in my last video, you know, talking about whether you should get Nano texture or not. And this was the glossy model, and it just does not work for me next to my 32-inch Studio Display XDR in the Nano texture. I just find myself wanting the Nano texture look. And I also find myself not loving the dual monitor setup as much as I thought I would. So yeah, this bad boy is going to go back to Apple until I truly, you know, think that I need a second monitor. I was really excited to try it, and I thought I was going to love it so much that I just had to keep it and have it. I thought I was missing the glossy model. Turns out I like Nano texture better. That's just me. And yeah, so let's figure out how to get this back to Apple. Now, the first things first, this box, I think someone left me a comment in a last video that they returned theirs and they weighed the box. The box itself weighs 16 pounds. Like, the box is so heavy. You would think the monitor is already in here, but I saved all the packaging as I always do. Normally, I keep Apple products and I always resell them either on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or, you know, Swappa or Apple Swap on Reddit. I rarely buy products brand new unless it's something like a laptop or a phone, because, you know, those get touched and they're used all the time. But even iPads, like, I never buy iPads brand new from Apple. I always buy them secondhand because people buy them, they think they're going to use them all the time, and then 2 months later you can find amazing deals on the newest models. If you just are patient and wait 2 months, you'll save like $500. So anyways, let's get this packaged back up, and I'll kind of chit chat about some of the reasons I'm returning it and why I didn't feel I needed it and why maybe this monitor is the right monitor for you. Half the battle of returning this is going to be its weight, and the other is figuring out exactly how all this goes back in the box. Apple does such a great job putting it all together in such a way that the unboxing experience is great, but the reboxing, not so much fun. And I'm going to get to the Apple Store just for them to rip it all open and make sure it's not damaged and that it still works. So gotta put these back. I'm struggling. I don't remember how this goes. There. All right, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, so really my number one gripe with this display, and I think it's a lot of people's gripe, is simply the size. And I think so many people were pushing for that 120 hertz. I just don't think it was that big of a deal, at least for me. I would have much preferred the larger 32-inch size. With the old 32-inch Pro Display XDR, like, it's so magical being able to have one giant screen to work on as opposed to having, you know, two 27 inches. I came from a dual 27-inch setup. I had the original Studio Display and the LG 5K next to it. And great setup, but I don't know, I just always found myself kind of miscombobulated, having too many things open that were distracting on the second display instead of just focusing on what I needed on my main display. You know, I thought I could like be a better multitasker and have my email and my messages and calendar, whatever. I would always get distracted. Before I know it, I had a YouTube video playing on the second display and I wasn't paying attention to work I was supposed to be getting done. So a single monitor setup has really been like a big benefit for me. And I thought I was going to switch to the new XDR because I love having the latest, greatest, and especially in display tech and monitors from Apple. They're always beautiful. But I could not justify slimming down to the 27-inch from the larger model. So that's That's one of the main reasons. And of course, as I've already mentioned, nano texture. I'm team nano texture now. You know, I talked about it in my last video, who should get nano texture. I'll link it, you know, somewhere up here, you'll see it. Or I'll put it in the description as well. But nano texture is for me. Like, I'm a nano texture guy now. I didn't know it. I didn't realize it. I thought I was missing the glossy displays, but no, I'm team nano texture. I never thought I'd say that. You know, when I first got the Pro Display XDR Nano Texture, I didn't love it. You know, I thought the text, and you know, people will argue that the text doesn't look as sharp. I mean, if you are on top of the monitor, like, yeah, like you'll see, like you can kind of see the nano texture if you're like really on top of it. But you know, when you're sitting an arm length distance from the monitor, I think it looks great. Like, I really have never had any issues with the text, and you know, that's like a big bugaboo for me, which is why I was a little hesitant in the beginning. But I guess maybe I've just gotten used to it. Maybe I'm just getting older. My eyes aren't as, you know, what they once were, but I refuse to believe that. I just don't think it's as bad or big of a deal as I thought it was, and people make it out to be on the internet. Yeah, I think the contrast that you get with the nano texture and the sharpness of the image is like way more than good. Like, I think it's pretty great considering all the benefits you get of the nano texture display. So that's another really big reason this is going back. You know, I figured I would go back to a glossy model, but not today. Not today. I don't think this is going to make it back in this little thing. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to, yeah, that'll be fine. Same with this. Just kind of shove that right in there. Okay, that's it. That's not a big deal. Okay, I was making that way more of a deal than it needed to be. Now for the really hard part. Carrying this through the mall. If you are, how do I say this? Not a man, this may be difficult for you to lug all the way back to the Apple Store. You're going to want some help. You're going to want either a wagon that you use for your kids to pull this in. I've thought about putting it on a skateboard. When I first picked up this monitor, thank goodness I parked in the very first spot at the mall. It just happened to be early and raining. And yeah, if I would have had to carry this an extra 100 yards to the parking lot, my arm may have fallen off. I was struggling just to get to the parking lot. I had to stop 3 times and switch arms while carrying it. It is very heavy. That is the big downside of returning this thing. I have waited until just about the last day. I have until tomorrow to return it, and I have been just not looking forward to lugging this thing. It is so heavy, and to do it with one arm, it's fine at first. I'm like, okay, you know, I picked it up, I was like, a little heavy, but no big deal. Yeah, and then you try walking with it against your leg. Oops. You know, and you gotta... All right, anyways, let's go to the mall. Little side quest on the way to the mall. Found a amazing deal on a 3D printer. Just waiting for the guy to pick it up. Who do I think should buy the Studio Display XDR and not return it? You know, if you stare at the screen all day long and you are just like, you want to be looking at the best of the best and you work in the Apple ecosystem, this display is for you. No brainer. Like, you need to pick this thing up. It's gorgeous. Now, whether you get the Nano or the Glossy, that's up to you. And as long as you have an Apple Store near you, it's not that big of a deal to package it back up and bring it back. You know, I say that before I have to lug this all the way back to the Apple Store through the mall, but I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, you know, it's a phenomenal monitor, and I just wish it was bigger. I wish they only made it, if 90 hertz, 60 hertz was fine with me. I did not mind the 60 hertz on the big display. I really wish they would have just refresh the 32-inch size. But on the other hand, after comparing it side by side, I don't think it outperforms the old Pro Display XDR by that much. You know, the biggest difference is certainly the dimming zones. The dimming zones control the brightness and the darks, you know, the blacks and whites side by side. You don't have that much of a blooming effect like you do, you know, on the older display with less dimming zones. But besides the dimming zones, I don't need the webcam. I don't need the speakers. I don't need the 120 hertz. The only really thing I really, you know, was psyched about that I don't have on the Pro Display XDR is that Thunderbolt 5 extra port, that additional port that kind of creates it like a hub. Because then I could plug my, you know, my 8 terabyte SSD directly into that, which is Thunderbolt 5 too. So I would be benefiting from those extra speeds from Thunderbolt 5. But you know, besides that, yeah, it's not the right size for me. Once you go from a 32-inch monitor, I think it would be really, really hard to justify downsizing to the 27-inch. I couldn't do it. I tried. I put my 32-inch Pro Display XDR to the side, and I was just using one single monitor, this one, and it was not working out for me. I couldn't justify it, so it's going back. Anyways, this guy should be here any minute for this 3D printer little side quest. I'll meet up with you at the mall.
10 minutes later.
All right, so I just returned the Studio Display XDR. Wildly enough, they didn't even open it and check if the cables were there, if the screen was broken or scratched or anything. I literally just looked at the bottom of the box, scanned the barcode, and that was it. So super easy return process. Hardest part, carrying it from the parking lot to the Apple Store. But also got something else, kind of hint at why I got rid of the Studio Display XDR. I think you might be able to put 2 and 2 together there. So we'll catch up when we get back to the office. All right, we are back from the Apple Store in our little afternoon adventure. It was the easiest thing ever, returning the display. Like I said, hardest part, carrying it. You know, if you need to use some type of assisted device to roll it, I recommend it because carrying it is not fun. But yeah, super easy. You know, I don't think I'm going to miss it. If you already have a high quality display, I don't think it's worth upgrading. But you know, you make that call. Totally up to you. Whoa. Side quest was successful. We were able to score a brand new P2S by Bamboo 3D printer for $650, brand new in the box. You know, these go for $800. So I don't know what the deal was. He had multiple, and some other guy was meeting with me as well, and he bought one himself. So just goes, you know, to my point. I hate paying full price for anything unless it's absolutely worth it, and I love it. My MacBook Pro, I love it. I use it every day. My phone, I love it. I use it every day. I have no problem paying full price. You know, when things are more of a, you know, I don't know, call it a luxury item, you know, something that I'm not dependent on. Monitors, normally you depend on them. You use them every single day. I thought I was going to sell my 32-inch and switch to 27. Just didn't work out that way, but, you know, anyways, that's the story. I did buy something, and I did get a crazy deal, and I justified it by returning that display. And you saw the band that I hinted at. So instead of an XDR 27-inch monitor, I now have a monitor Mac virtual display that will go with me anywhere I go. So stay tuned to learn more about how I'm using this instead of a dedicated monitor, so that I can leave the studio and work and play elsewhere. Thank you so much for watching. Jerpotech out.